Hello YouTube. It's been about 2 years now, maybe 3. I have no clue actually, but all I know is that I have been gone for a while, and here I am. I'm back, and this is my new room. We are in a new house, and yeah, that's what happened with my life in the past year or so. How are you guys doing? So, I'm deciding to post to YouTube again because now I'm able to. I have a computer desktop camera that I'm looking at with you guys right now. I like it so far. I was gonna use it for streaming, but I don't have the internet to stream, so YouTube it is. Honestly, I like YouTube a bit more than streaming, so here we are. I'm just gonna stick with YouTube and pretty much have this set up. I'm gonna have a camera like I'm looking at right now. I have 2 monitors, so every time I look over like this, I'm looking at the other monitor to look at my face. So, and then I'm looking at you guys now. So yes, then I can move my my camera or the camera setup a bit down here. So now I'm a little small person. See? Hello. Now I have a small hand. But yeah, I use this for just talking more directly, and then whenever I'm playing games on the side, just like a regular stream setup. Oh, that's not how you do it. 1 second. I didn't plan for this fit screen. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh, I had it. There we go. See? I'm learning already. No, just kidding. But anyways, I'm back with my first video of the new year, 2022, to talk about the new TFT patch notes. Now there's the League of Legends patch notes for 12.1 right here. You can see it right here on the screen. 12.1 patch notes. Happy New Year, folks. We don't care about that. We're going to the link here for TFT patch notes because that's all I care about right now is playing TFT. So we had to go to a different website for this because TFT is in the Riot client, so we have to go to a separate website, obviously. So here we are, TFT, Teamfight Tactics, patch 12.1 notes, the first patch of the new year for TFT. I am pretty stoked about this, actually. So let's just get right into it. You know what they say, new year, new you. Wait, I liked the old you just fine, but like patch 12.1, make some changes. Maybe some changes are for the better. That said, 12.1 is here, bringing quite a lot of new changes for the new year. So what are you waiting for? Let's get into it. Alright, patch highlights. So, I have not looked at this at all. This is the first time just looking at it, and I'm excited to just share my thoughts straight out of the bag with you guys. So let's see what they have here. So there's a buff to Imperial buff, Innovator, Yordles. Now Yordle, that's interesting because Innovator's interesting too, because Innovator is actually really good still. If you are able to get 7 Innovators on the field, you can pretty much win the game sometimes. It's dependent on what items you get and stuff, but 7 Innovator is almost unstoppable because of the dragon that it gives you. And if they're buffing it, I wonder what they're actually buffing, but it's gotta be good. Yordles is interesting to me too, but Yordles is actually sort of balanced if you get like a decent start. Late game it's almost unbeatable though too. Imperial is gonna be pretty meh in my opinion, but it depends on who they buff in Imperial or what they do. Plus Swain is getting a buff and he's Imperial as well, so maybe Swain Imperial tank build will be back, or maybe a new thing. I have no clue, but all I know is that Swain is going to be a bit broken depending on what he gets. They are buffing Seraphine, which I sort of don't like, but it's okay because she wasn't the one that was strong. Because I'm looking over here at the nerfs. Galio was the problem. Now, Galio, Seraphine, and Tarek are the Socialite class, and they pretty much give buffs at each tier. So at 1 Socialite, you get 20% bonus damage. 2 Socialite, you get 20 mana per second and the damage. And then at 3, you're able to heal off of your attacks. And Galio, you're able to build him as a full damage thing when he's supposed to be a tank, actually. And that sort of ruined things. And Kaisa just sat right beside him after a while and started becoming better too as a result. I just don't know how they would nerf them, but I'm excited to see how they nerf them, because I have been struggling the past set, or the past patch, playing with Socialite, or against Socialite. I don't like it, it's not my favorite. I've played this for like almost a month now, and I'm just like, the past week I've been so burnt out. I don't want to play against that comp anymore. Usually, and right now, I was looking at before I started this video, on the meta TFT site, 3 Socialite with Tarek, Seraphine, and Galio is the second best build in the game right now. So it's no surprise to me why they would nerf it, but why would they buff Seraphine? No clue. She's probably going to be the new carry for that, if I had to imagine. I'm not really looking that forward to it, I guess. Ergot, I don't think he needed a nerf, but he was still pretty strong. And there's just a lot more to look at later. Let's just get into it. Large changes. Large like the goals of my New Year's resolutions. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. There's a lot here. We're just gonna highlight and see. Okay, Arcanist Heart now grants a Swain. Oh no, that's gonna be really good with this buff here. Challenger Heart now also grants a Warwick. Oh wait, now it changed to getting a Quinn. So instead of getting a Warwick when you grab Challenger Heart, you get a Quinn, which is a bit of a downgrade actually. Well, it depends. Protector Heart no longer grants a Blitzcrank. That could be good, that could be bad, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be that good. Scholar Heart now grants Alessandra. Now it changed to just getting a Zyra. That's a big nerf to the Scholar Heart or Augment, because getting Alessandra at like level 1 was super strong, and they changed that, thank goodness. Scrap Heart now grants an Echo, changed to getting a Blitzcrank. That's balanced, that's actually good. One-Shot Heart now grants a Kog'Maw. Now that's an interesting one, because when you build Protector Kog'Maw, you're looking to get a 3-star Kog'Maw, so you're always going to want a second Twin Shot, or maybe even 3 or 4. So now that it gives you a free one, that's like you're one step closer to getting your 3-star Kog'Maw, and that's a bit concerning for me because I play against that all the time. Assassin Crest now grants an Echo. Now it grants a Talon. Okay. Arcanist gives you a Swain. Okay. Oh, these are the crests. So there's the Scholar, or like the Arcanist Heart, and then the Arcanist Crest. The Crest is... oh, what is it? The Heart gives you +1 Arcanist to your team. I think the Crest gives you 2 Arcanist emblems, which you can put on units separately. So that's going to be interesting to see. Pretty much the exact same stuff, just with the crests instead of the heart. I don't say the word crests often. That's an interesting word to say, crests. Ardent Sensor. Oh, now we're into real stuff. Bonus attack speed 40% to 50. So enchanters were really good actually. and they're just gonna get a little better now because of the new ardent sensor buff. So we'll see how that goes in the next patch. Ascension damage nerfed from 65% to 50. So Ascension, pretty much what it did was whenever you lasted 15 seconds into combat, you would get a damage buff on all of your units. So now the damage went from 65 to 50%, and the reason that was so good is because everything in the game is so tanky right now that nothing's able to die. So the round is obviously gonna last longer than 15 seconds, so you'll just become strong if you have the Ascension augment. So it's good that they actually decided to nerf that, because that was becoming way too good. Cybernetic implants, bonus health for equipped units. They nerfed it. Oh, I didn't think that was that strong in the first place, so don't buy cybernetic implants augment anymore. I don't think it's gonna be that good. It's obviously good, right? But you're not gonna want it when you would rather have something else, a better augment. So what's the point, right? Duet bonus health, 500 health to 400. That's a good nerf. Lifelong scholar reworked. Now guaranteed grants scholars 2 ability power after each combat. Oh, and an additional 2 if they survived combat. That's pretty good. It'll make it worthwhile going for that if you decide to go a scholar build. Makeshift armor, bonus armor and magic resist, 30, 35, 45 to 55, 60, 75. So they buffed makeshift armor. That's also an augment that will be worth going for more often in the early or late game. Thank God, because I thought it was a trash augment before this buff. Portable Forge, Death's Defiance, now grants 20% Omnivamp. Okay, so Omnivamp is a trait, or not a trait. It's a stat bonus that gives you healing on abilities and auto attacks. So anytime one of your units uses abilities or attacks, now this buffs it to 20%. That's insane, actually. Now people are gonna always go for Death's Defiance. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll try and mess around with this build probably and see what we can get going. Spellblade, empowered attack, ability power scaling. Okay, so Spellblade is pretty much after you cast a spell, or Arcanist casts a spell, they were able to get like extra damage on their next attack. So now they actually buffed it, so it's going to be really good for doing more damage in fights. Stand United, attack damage and ability power per active trait. They nerfed Stand United. That's pretty good. Sunfire board, max health burn, 20% to 16%. That's good too. Woodland charm, copy health. Oh, they buffed the Woodland Charm. The Woodland Charm, pretty much what it does is copies your strongest or like the highest health unit and then just makes a copy of them, but without the items. So now they buffed it, so it's going to be a bit more strong. That's pretty good, actually. I'm okay with all those changes to start with. Just the main things I would take away from this is maybe the Ascension nerf, Ardent Sensor buff, and Lifelong Learning. Same with Makeshift Armor. And Death's Defiance, the new item, or the Orin item, or whatever. Because I think that those are all going to be pretty good now. Woodland Charm's going to be better, but not good. Traits. Imperial comps seek to load up a carry with items and then have them 1v9, but currently the trait is falling short. I agree. Our Imperial buff takes the most powerful use case of the trait, amplifying the multiplicative stats on an item loaded carry and amps it up even more. Okay. Oh, they're talking about all the traits. Chemtech 3 is a powerful early game trait. Yes, it is. That's almost never worth taking all the way to Chemtech 9. Yes, this is true. Chemtech 9 is so, like, on paper it sounds amazing to get all that regen and attack speed at Chemtech 9, but Chemtech 3 is way better. It just wins you the game early. Then you switch to what's the build right now? You just go 5 Chemtech here, 4 Bruiser. That's all you gotta do. You don't need 9. Like, yes, 9 is a decent placement right here, but why would you go 9 when you barely even ever get a Victor? Or when you do, he just dies usually. I don't know. We're rearranging the power to make it more rewarding while also hitting the least visible part of the trait. Damage reduction to lessen its early game impact. Okay, so they're nerfing Chemtech early, but buffing it late, it sounds like. That's pretty good. Ooh, this is a good one. Socialite 2, granting the same mana regen as Scholar 4. What? How is that balanced? For your most important Kaisa unit, is giving this an expensive 2-unit or augment trait too much power for how easy it is to hit? Yes, finally, they actually know what they're doing. This is a great patch, dude. Yordle 3 has performed fine early to mid game as an econ trait, but Yordle 6 would leave you feeling like you're dull for not transitioning. And with my love for Yordles, writing that line hurt me more than you think. Okay. To change this, we're adjusting the Yordle spawn odds, making you more likely to hit 3 stars early. Oh. Which alongside better mana reduction at Yordle 6 will allow you to save health in the hopes of hitting the elusive Yordle Lord. What I just read sounds too good to be true. The problem now is everyone's going to be building Yordles. Let's see. Imperial bonus damage, 75 to 80%. And then at, I don't know what that is, 125 to 150%. So all around the board, Imperial Tyrant bonus damage is buffed a lot. Imperial units bonus damage, so this is damage that they do separately on their own. 75%, 80. Okay. Oh, we missed Innovator. They didn't write Innovator. I guess this was the most important stuff. Chemtech, Socialite, and Yordles. Okay. Innovator, Mechanical Bear, base health, 750 to 850. They buffed it? I guess it wasn't that good. Innovator, Mechanical Bear, Armor and Magic Resist, 60 to 70. That's alright. As long as the dragon's not buffed, I'm okay with it, I guess. Chemtech, damage reduction percentage, 25 to 20. Okay. Chemtech, max health regen. So they buffed it late game from, so this is at Chemtech 3, it doesn't change, so they didn't nerf it actually. They buffed it at 5, they buffed it at 7, and they buffed it at 9 Chemtech. Okay, now this is where the nerf comes in, unless it's late game. Alright, so early game, the attack speed on Chemtech 3 goes from 20 to 15. That's like pretty big nerf for Twitch and some others like Warwick. But it's buffed after Chemtech 7 and at Chemtech 9, 80 to 90 and 125 to 135. So expect some really good Chemtech 9 builds this patch, unless something else takes TFT on a whole different journey. I don't know. We'll see. Socialite 2 mana regen, nerfed from 5 to 3, so now Socialite isn't going to be as strong, but that's the only thing they targeted. So unfortunately Socialite 3 is still strong, and we're going to have to deal with that for a little longer probably, unless they really nerfed Kaisa. Syndicate 7, bonus damage, 35, what? Okay, so they buffed Syndicate 7 to be a lot better. 33 to 50%. That's a lot of damage, dude. That's gonna be really strong. Okay, Yordle 1 cost spawns 60 to 70. Yordle 2 cost spawns 25 to 20%. Yordle 3 cost spawns 15 to 10%. Okay. And the mana reduction at Yordle 6 goes from 20% to 25%. So now your Tristana, your Heimerdinger, your Ziggs, everything will cast their spells 5% faster. I don't know what the math is in that, but it'll be faster. Play Yordles, or don't. I don't know. Depends on the lobby. Champions, tier 1. Maybe too excellent a shot for a 1 cost. Yes. Caitlyn acing the whole damage. 800, not changing at 1 star. Not changing at 2 star. But they nerfed her 3 star damage. That's fine, I guess. She's supposed to one-shot things anyways, so. But at 3 star, she is a bit strong. Why don't they just leave her alone? I don't think she was an issue. I think Kog'Maw was the issue. Whatever, man. We'll see what they changed at Champions Tier 2. As our first place for weakest trait during patch 11.24, Imperial is in need of a number of buffs to push into viability. With Swain already being weak, I disagree with that actually. I think Talon was pretty weak. Buffing him is an easy call. Oh. Swain max mana buff 40, 40, 80 to 75. I don't know what that means. Wait. Supposedly, I think that means he's gonna cast faster now, so he's not as bad. Swain Death's Hand healing per enemy hit. 200 to 225, 230 to 250, 300 to 350. Oh, so he's just gonna heal more. I feel like he'll be good with that Ornn item, Death's Defiance. Keep that item in mind if you decide to build a Swain 3 cost. Tier 3. As the premier carry for Yordle comps, Heimerdinger packs enough damage, but is often deleted or CC'd, crowd controlled, by a rogue ability due to the need to position him close to the fight. So yes, he's only got 3 range on his, like, he has to walk up into the fight. That's what makes him bad. I've struggled with using him a lot too. Or his need to get in attack range by accidentally waddling into a Scion's axe. Yep. With the extra range. Ooh, extra range. You should be able to try some more creative positioning. Oh. Malzahar 3 should take you Malzahar far, but the unit often gets stuck on tanks, preventing him from sharing his malefic vision to the malefically blind. Oh, he's changing Malzahar too? But as a 1 star, Malzahar rips through lower health pools too easily. Oh, so Malzahar nerfed at 1 star and buffed at 3. Not bad. Heimer attack range 3 to 4. So this sounds utterly disgusting. The way that they buffed Yordles a lot. Now they buffed Heimer with 4 attack range. So Yordle Enchanter or Yordle Sniper or Yordle Scholar is going to be just wow. You could build Yordle whatever and win, I think, at this point. Heimer's just going to be a really good carry now. So we'll see how that goes. Champions Tier 4. While not the strongest unit in patch 11.24, Seraphine is inadvertently nerfed through our nerf to Socialite 2 and Morello Nobcon. Morello Nobcon's the item, if you don't know. So we're shipping a larger buff here to account for these changes. Also, our Ergot changes nerf his interaction with items like Gunstu's Rageblade, Runaan's Hurricane, and Static Shiv that leave his foes feeling crabby. Seraphine max mana buff 80, 160, 150. Okay. Seraphine Encore damage and healing 250, 275, 400, 450, 1000, 1200. Nerf or buffed all around the board. Seraphine's gonna be good. Well, depending on the item change, she might be bad. But she's gonna be the, because they're nerfing Socialite, Seraphine's getting the buffs. So yeah, do what you will with the Seraphine level 3 carry. I've never gotten it, so I don't know. Ergot Purge now counts as a basic attack every second shot. Now it's changed to every third shot, so Ergot won't be able to just shoot through your entire team as fast, so that's good. Champions Tier 5. Now here's the good stuff, dude. We get to see the nerfs to Kaisa, to Galio. I can't wait. Let's see. Oh, who's inviting me? Oh, I can't play yet. Champions Tier 5. With Kaisa's dominance over the past couple weeks, these changes may look light, but our focus here is allow Kaisa to remain viable, yet much weaker, while nerfing multiple components of the powerful composition she found the bulk of her success in. 3-star Tom has been unbenched and is unquestionably unquenched, whatever that means. Galio, crit, strike, slam, bonus damage. This is so hard to read, I can't lie. 80 to 70, okay. 125 to 100, and 3-star wasn't nerfed because no one usually gets a 3-star, so that's good. Colossal Entrance, base stun duration. What? Why would they nerf? What? So they nerfed his crit strike damage from 80 to 70. That's not even that much, honestly. But they buffed his ability, like the stun duration. I think he's gonna be strong still. That's not good. Whatever. Kaisa's health 900, 850. Okay, so now she might die to more abilities right off the bat. Like, let's say Jinx uses her rocket, she might actually kill a Kaisa now. We'll see. Kaisa, Acanthian monsoon damage per missile 80 to 70, nerfed 100 to 90, and 3-star wasn't nerfed. Good. Kaisa starting mana nerf. Ooh, so now she's gonna take longer to ramp up, along with the Socialite nerf. She's not gonna get as much mana as last patch, so that's good because you could run a lot of builds and just rely on her casting immediately, and now she won't do that anymore. She'll still cast often, but it won't be as frequently as before, so that's really nice. Tom Kench's Devour damage reduction. Damage reduction? Oh. 40 to 30. So now I guess they nerfed him? What does this say? Tom Kench at 3 stars will now gain 20 times the usual stats when fed an allied unit. Tom Kench 3, level 3 is just such a meme. I'm glad they added that or whatever. The items. What are the items? Guradian Angel is our most built item. I love how they just start off with that sentence. It negates the weakness of many powerful units, largely due to its built-in aggro drop that allows the unit to heal back up upon revival. This change will give revive units a smaller window to heal back up and dish out the damage. Okay. And then Morello Nomicon's power can make or break a champion. By weakening the item, we have the opportunity to adjust some of our champions balanced around maximizing its value. That's Seraphine, by the way. Seraphine and maybe Kaisa and Lysandra were the best users of Morello Nomicon, I think. So by nerfing it, yeah, we'll see. Guradian Angel health on revive, 400 to 250. That's gonna make it really easy to kill a carry now after they die once. So they might die right as you kill them again. I don't know. Morello Nomicon true damage burn, 2.5 a second to 2% a second. So the burn damage makes it even worse now to build. They also did the same to Sunfire Cape, same stats. So I guess if Morello gets nerfed, Sunfire gets nerfed. It was becoming way too strong as well. Rapid fire, total attack speed, 50 to 60%. Okay. Zizurot portal, stage 2, blah blah blah. No one cares about Zizurot. It was buffed, that's all that happened. Alright, we got Smoke Bomb. Smoke Bomb got buffed. 100% damage reduction to 80, but it also got nerfed. Okay. Metamorphosis, attack damage, and ability power growth. They buffed Metamorphosis. I don't remember what that is. Probably the mutant buff. And just some more little changes to all of the champions now, the other champions that weren't talked about. I'm just gonna look through because we don't have to go through every single one. Alawi got buffed, Graves got nerfed, Garen got buffed, compensation buff for Garen, Kaisa nerf, Twisted Fate buff. That's actually crazy. Kog'Maw nerf, that's what we wanted. Nerfed him at pretty much all stages except for 2-star. Talon buffed, Zillion buffed. Wow. Echo buffed. Sandra buffed, so you could build with Sandra again if you want. Samira buffed, Vex buffed. Oh, Vex health went from 800 to 850, so yeah, they really want Yordles to be a thing. That's all I can say. Orianna max mana buff 50, 140 to 130. Okay. Scion Decimate Smash stun duration 2 to 2.5, so they buff Scion at 1-star. Okay. And they buff the damage, but not increasingly, so that's good. Yone health was 950, 900. That makes him even weaker with the GA nerf as well, so Yone is not going to be as good. Victor mana buff 150 to 140, nice. Chalice buffed, Static Shiv nerfed. Good stuff. I think that's it. There's bug fixes. I'm very happy with this patch. It sounds good. It sounds good on paper, but everything will be different when we're actually in the game playing it, and maybe things didn't change at all. We'll have to see, but all I know is that I'll be playing on this patch and pumping out a video for the first patch of the year, so I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys have a great one. See ya.